Apple is rumored to release the next iPad Air, the iPad Air 3, on a March event. And the iPad Air 3 is rumored to have a 4K resolution display and 4 GB of RAM, and also the same 4 speakers. One speaker in every corner, exactly as the iPad Pro has. And it will also have the faster A9X processor, exactly as the iPad Pro has. And this is needed if it will have a 4K resolution display. So it looks like the iPad Air 3 will be a monster machine, a really powerful device. It will probably be faster than many of the laptops out there. And I've got a question from one of the members in my Apple community on Google+, if I will buy the iPad Air 3. And I'm not really sure yet if I will buy the iPad Air 3. The first reason is because I'm so happy still with my iPad Air 2. It still is fast enough for me, and I can edit video in 4K easily on the iPad Air 2. And I can do a lot more things like blogging and photo editing and music making and so on my iPad Air 2. So personally, I don't need a new iPad yet, because the iPad Air 2 is so powerful still. And the reason too is that I have started to experimenting with Macs again. I have started using my 11-inch MacBook Air from 2012 a lot. I use my MacBook Air for video editing, for example. I use it from my iPad Air 2 using a remote app called ProCut X, so I can edit videos in Final Cut Pro 10 on my Mac. So I use basically my iPad Air 2 to edit videos with Final Cut Pro 10 on my Mac. So that's one of the reasons why I'm still so happy with the iPad Air 2, because my 11-inch MacBook Air is the device that renders and uses the power to edit my videos. And I also use the Mobile Mouse Pro app on my iPad Air 2 and my iPhone 6s Plus as a remote app for my MacBook Air. So I can do basically anything on my MacBook through my iPhone or iPad. So for example, watching movies and watching YouTube videos and listening to music and so on through my iOS devices, but using the MacBook. And the reason 3 is that I use my iPhone 6s Plus as my pocket computer nowadays. It's my main computer, so I don't use the iPad Air 2 so much anymore, because I do most of the things on my iPhone 6s Plus instead now. For example, blogging, writing, and a lot of other stuff, even video editing, on my iPhone 6s Plus nowadays. So the iPhone 6s Plus has taken a lot of the stuff that I did on my iPad Air 2 before. So the iPad Air 2 is not used so much anymore. So these 3 reasons is why I'm not sure if I will buy the iPad Air 3. We will see later on if I will be tempted to buy the iPad Air 3. I usually do. We will see when Apple present this new device if it has some new things that I'm very interested in and so on. And maybe the specs are so good that I can't resist buying the iPad Air 3. So we will see. Or if I will skip the new iPad and maybe buy one of the new MacBooks this year. The 12-inch MacBook, the 2nd generation, or maybe a new MacBook Air that Apple will present, or a MacBook Pro even, to do some serious video editing. Okay, I hope that answer is enough to that question. Please send in more questions to me. I want to do these kinds of videos, questions and answers, Q&A videos. So please send in more questions. You can do that as a comment on my videos, my Google Plus posts, on Twitter, or anything really. You can even send in a question on my Gmail address, swartling@gmail.com, if you want. Okay, bye.